folks say that, but when your will is a fortune, you never gotta say that. Don't be talking too much. These copy too much. These out of your crazy. Chasing clout must be tough. Yeah, I wrote me a dozen. Got me up. I raise my hand and raise your family. I'm playing. These don't be no gangsters, they be paying it. Yeah. They ain't dead, they just moved to the county. Them out that S class, I guess you don't see the problem. I know her, who and I'm around them. What you call a piece of mind, I call a picture for a hold up. Yeah, I'm in my luggage, hold up. Boy, I'm on the runway like I'm Ducky, hold up. Prolific, really be living my lyrics. So tell me who did it this big and who ain't about to slow up. My boy, 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 my boy. Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to f with me? Off the ground, can't get enough of me. I don't play around. Going down, it ain't no catching up in the air.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Nick Pivetta is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
At the plate, Magneuris Sierra, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Magneuris Sierra.
First offering on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 5. And now look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of, so now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
In now, Rosell Herrera. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Drilled right back up the middle and past the sliding attempt at second. That should go as a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. This one's down to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Up next from Miami, Jorge Alfaro. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Pereira's there. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Into the box now, Kim, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
No strike.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that.
Line hard down the line and right. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Harper on the warning track. He makes the catch. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
That is great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. First pitch of the at-bat, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Castro is off at first with 2 away. Skied into very shallow right. Harper has a play, and that retires the side. Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Phillies, the second baseman.
Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2. But if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He had exactly 100 RBIs. And if you talk to him, he'll let you know. 100 RBIs is pretty special, folks. I think he's the kind of guy that can have another big year.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball 1.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down in the...
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
And now Bryce Harper. He went deep in the contest last night. As a look, now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit softly down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Sierra is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So striding forward now, Michael Franco. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. The 1-0 delivery. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Franco is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss. This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around the score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical.
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
McCutcheon, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Sierra is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies 1. Second inning ahead from Cincinnati, but first here's Heidi Watney with more on the forecast.
Well, Matt, clearly there is no rain in the area as of yet, but the reports that I'm getting say precipitation is expected as this game moves along. Of course, the grounds crew and the umpires will work to get this one in without a delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it is impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Into the box, Harold Ramirez, as he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. Bruce is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Cue shot here out towards short. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
You know, D-Roll, coming from a guy that made his living throwing a baseball, anytime a pitcher gets a base hit, I know that wasn't hit hard, but it's going to go down as a bullet in the scorebook.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's frustrating to watch the opposing pitcher get a knock, kind of the knock you expected. But you know what? He put the ball in play, and now he causes a problem.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
The batter, the right fielder.
Now at the plate, Rosell Herrera. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. A pause and the 0-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Stepping up now, Jay Bruce. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman.
Didn't get on top of the sinker at all. If that's what it was trying to be, it stayed high. Despite possessing some of the nastiest stuff in the big leagues, Alcantara just has not been able to put together the pieces the way I'm sure he'd like to. It's been a disappointing year for him.
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Roll, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here now the 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Swung on by Bruce, and he connects with it to right field. Oh, and it's off the foul ball in right for a home run.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. 1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line toward right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The pitcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job, as it's a successful sacrifice.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And the average big league shortstop can make every play. But can they make the highlight reel?
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead run. the score as they break the tie. It's 3-2. And in steps Scott Kingery. Reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Strike one to start the at-bat. Grounder down the line at third. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Drilled on the ground to short. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The right fielder, number 3.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Runner in scoring position with Victoire. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So now batting, Starlin Castro, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Castro.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
0-2.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes for.
Now a swing and a miss as Castro is retired here for the first out. So one away
now
here with the bases empty. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2 balls and no strikes.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Kim. He hit a sac fly earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job at keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Line drive to left. McCutcheon is there, and he'll make the catch to retire.
We're back now as the Phillies prepare for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. They started the day leading the league in team batting average. And talking with some of the players during batting practice, I got the sense that they are very aware of that fact. Some smiled and nodded when I brought it up. Others told me they know they have a bunch of talented hitters, and that gives confidence to everyone on the team, including the pitchers, that they've got a great chance to win every time out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's another 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. full count, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Riddle has it cleanly. And he is in there. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
The first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Realmuto is playing here against his former employer. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. That's inside, 2-0.
Talk about certain guys in a lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
2 balls and a strike now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Now to the plate, Brian Anderson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Anderson.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Well, fastball count there yielded fastball mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
3-1 count. 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 He's set and the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Man, he threw a two-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Now, Harold Ramirez. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, man. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Fouled away. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
So here now's the pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 1-1. Swing and he pops him up. Hernandez ranges back and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now and stepping in Magneuris Sierra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Now here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Rosell Herrera would be next. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from the spot. Either way, we'll see how it works.
A pitch out. Oh, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Fouled off. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on by Bruce, and he connects with it to right field. Gone!
last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
0-1 the count. He pulls this one into right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
The pitcher, 43.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Nick Pivetta. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Count now, a ball and a strike. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes now. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. We play into the box now. Rosell Herrera. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 5, Rosell Herrera.
First offering on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. So earlier in the broadcast we mentioned that we were going to see a pitcher's duel here today.
Yeah, Dan, I'm a little taken aback by this. I thought we were going to have a low-scoring game like Matty just attested to. But the offense, let's tip our hat. Some guys were missing locations, and they didn't miss the heater.
You know what, Dero, this just goes to show you, no matter how you look at a paper before this started, we both thought that this was going to be a low-scoring affair. 2 really good pitches. That hasn't been the case. When you think you have it figured out, you haven't come close to figuring any of it out.
Harper has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, the second baseman.
Digging in once again, Starlin Castro. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty, 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Jorge Alfaro waits on deck. Inside, he misses, ball 4. Cole Irvin enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Alfaro.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. Now the 2-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will kick off the base of the wall. Castro isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Standing in now, Kim, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw gets him. 2 down. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it, and that retires the side. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. Middle of the afternoon here in the city of brotherly love. Miami's out in front now, 5-4. Ready once again, Scott Kingery. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Tyler Kinley, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Here's the 0-2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all off the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Kinley is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. The 0-2 once more, and he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hard hit to first. Kim right there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Both teams. And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. He's tasked with starting the Marlins sixth.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the
Digging
Marlins,
in, Harold Ramirez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Ramirez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. He's got the average to 321. 2 home runs and 3 driven in. That's inside. 2-0. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Magneuris Sierra. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Peter O'Brien will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The 2-1 home is laid off up for ball number 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Martin Prado will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Two and 0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Soft liner to the right side, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Into the box now, Starlin Castro, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Popped up. Bruce in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
The 1-2 misses. Ball 2. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a glove flip for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Peter O'Brien will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Martin Prado will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now in right field, number 14, Martin Prado.
Sergio Romo is into the ball game as part of that double switch as he'll take over on the mound and in the 2 spot in the lineup. Garrett Cooper will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Your attention, please. This change for the Marlins. Now playing right field, number 45.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these two pitchers.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Teheran Guerrero enters the game after the delay, which lasted a little under an hour, but we're ready to go now. No balls and 1 strike. This one's down to third. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Devo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Arlene Garcia is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Not too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. A line shot to third base. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. No balls and a strike to count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. McCutcheon leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lays off 2-2 now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field for Bland. Going back on it. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
For Philadelphia.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat
Now
Nation.
playing center field and batting 9, number 25, Dylan Cousins.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, Kim. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Just a bit too much run on the sinker that time as it misses off the outside for ball 1. Hit back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Brian Anderson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Another 1-2 delivery. tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Liner towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Count is 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the line at first. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And it's an even count of 2-2 to JT Riddle.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. He pulls this one into right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Dylan Cousins. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes the first pitch. And the good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Cousins, just 24 years of age. He's a second-year big leaguer. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 fouled away. And that misses. 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Here's another 2-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Now batting second baseman, Cesar.
So next to the plate for the Phillies, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Kim has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
The batter, number 4.
Standing in, Scott Kingery. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So Bryce Harper will get a chance to hit here this inning following the base hit. Into the box, Bryce Harper. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that. Well, that was a big two-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Phillies strand one. Score remains steady at 6-4. Hector Neris will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Ready for another shot now, Harold Ramirez. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
The 0-1 delivery. Here's a splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is strike two, swinging.
1-2.
This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. Ready for another chance, Garrett Cooper. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. And that'll bring up Peter O'Brien. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So digging in now, Maikel Franco. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
The third baseman, Maikel Franco.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. At the plate, JT Realmuto. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Riding in, Andrew McCutchen. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A.J. Ramos enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 44.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, O'Brien makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Philly. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. David Robertson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. John Birdie will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
McCutchen is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Alfaro. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together. Adam Conley is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bring the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
So stepping in, Andrew Knapp. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And that's through for a hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. The first pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Roman Quinn will come on now and pinch run here. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So striding in, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 0-1 the count. 1-1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Quinn, the runner at third, now at second with one away. And this is taken for a called third strike. So they go right at him with the base open, and it pays off. And now there are two gone in the inning. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there. The 1-1. And there's ball two now. Runners at second and third with two gone. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. Philly down to their last strike. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
6-4 the outcome today. The Miami Marlins used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Tyler Kinley claims the win out of the pen, his first. Drew Steckenrider records the save, his sixth. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins.